You are the Lord that healeth thee. You are the Lord, your healer. I'm like, it's song naijua, but because our life was surrounded by luck. I knew when I go to school, because many days I was home than school anyway. I knew when I come from school where to find my mom. So as young as 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I knew how to grind. Like God will show me things that can be scary. And I just kept having these dreams. And it's last year that I realized my mom did this for me and she was a woman. It's like he kept talking and talking and talking. And all this while I'm feeling like burdens being lifted off my shoulders. I've never felt that light. And I felt like everything stopped. It's like when God looks at you, he smiles.
What's popping, you guys? Welcome to another episode of This Is Me podcast. If you're new here, karibu sana. My very good name is Veronica, but you can call me V. I am your host and I'm super excited. If you don't already know, we are shooting from our studio, which is called Eternal Concept Photography, where we offer both photography and videography services, and on the other side we offer makeup services. So if you're looking to take up a course just to learn how to do your own makeup, or you're looking just to get glammed up, we are your plug. So make sure to check our pages here. Yes, these are the details. Oh yeah. So, the lady I have on set today, if you're new, by the way, if you just came across our podcast, we are having a series of women becoming. And as they share their story or parts of their story, we focused on healed women healing others. Basically, it's for women who have healed in certain areas of their life, and their testimony can act as the light at the end of the tunnel for another woman going through it in life to know that it's actually doable, that actually there's light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, and the lady I have on set today, guys, she's a dear friend of mine. I really love this woman. This woman has walked with me in this journey called life. This woman has been used by God for me and my family. She prophesied of so many beautiful things that have come to pass in my life, and I truly am honored. I really am honored because I have been wanting her to be on this show since we started. But again, she's a very busy woman, so time didn't allow, but I'm so thankful to God that he has allowed it to finally happen. Yes, so I don't want to undersell her because this woman, she wears so many capes. So ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, with some drum rolls, help me by introducing the one and only Faith.
Oh my gosh, really? You know I have makeup on. I almost cried.
Oh no, I know you can cry, so please don't.
I know.
Today we are not crying.
Thank you so
You're
much
looking so
for
good.
having me. Thank you. You look amazing as well.
Thank
as
you.
always.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Aww.
It's a dream come true. Been a minute. It's been a minute.
I know.
I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so happy that we
Yeah.
have you on set.
Thank you.
But kindly help us by introducing yourself on that camera to our guests.
Oh wow.
Yeah, to our viewers. I don't know, you know I keep saying that, by the way, in every episode I call them guests. Maybe you are the future guests.
Guests and friends and followers of V.
Yeah.
My name is Faith Kiteki. Kiteki is my husband. I've been married, I'll be 9 years this December. Yes, I am a minister. I worship at City Church Nairobi, head of worship team. I am a mom to two incredible boys, Filani and Pharrell. Best thing ever. I am in so many things. I'm like, okay, what do I say? I'm a general manager at Skyrise Business Center. If you're looking for office, boardrooms, call me. We are in Westlands. And I'm a friend to this incredible woman over here. And I love life. I think that's all for now. Yes.
She loves life for sure.
I do.
It's so nice to have you here.
I'm happy
And
to
I
be
know
here.
you have watched some of our episodes.
Yes.
This girl was on YouTube. I don't know
I'm a
what happened, but
fan.
please Ebu plug your YouTube, because I'm hoping that the Lord will help you come back.
Real vibe with Imani. That's me. And also working with Rhoda Kidula, who does Rhoda Kidula, show. You should host her though. Yeah, so yeah.
It's in the
Nikoko
plans.
too. Nikoko too. I'll take it seriously. So yeah.
With the Rhoda, you do While I Wait.
Yes, we work with single women
Yes.
to just guide them and mentor them in relationships and life in general. So we have a ministry called While I Wait. So while they're waiting, what do they do? How do they package themselves? So we are very passionate about that.
Able to talk to those single ladies and guys over there and invite them.
So ladies, not men.
Oh.
Ladies, this is a platform for you to become the incredible wife you want to be someday, the incredible career person, business person. It's not just about relationships, but everything is about relationships. So Rhoda and I are here to guide you. So if you're looking at a space, a ministry you can plug in and become that person, look for While I Wait. We are everywhere online, Instagram, Facebook, we even have a website.
Wow.
So follow us.
Wow.
Yeah.
While I Wait.
Yeah, While I
And I
Wait.
keep saying, I think people are so stuck on, especially single people, they just want to be in marriage and in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I keep saying, when we understand that where we are, like there's purpose for that season,
Yep.
like it changes everything.
Right.
And I love that ministry so much because
Yeah.
While I Wait, like it's like, what do you do? And that's what you
Yeah,
just said. What do you do
exactly.
while
While
waiting?
you're waiting,
You know,
what are you
and I think
doing?
most people don't know what they should be doing.
Exactly.
And so they're just focused on the future, on the goal,
Yeah.
which they think marriage is the goal, but it's not. And it's also not for everyone. So I think you need to be in, to allow yourself to just go through every season of life so that you can become each and everything that God had intended for that season.
Agreed.
Otherwise, you might miss it.
Absolutely. And let me just add on that, that marriage is not an achievement. I've been here 9 years. I wouldn't say it is an achievement. And one of the mistakes young people make is to make that the goal. I just want to get married.
Yep.
You hurry to it. And you get in and you wonder, what was I running in to do? It is an achievement if you make it work. Okay? And it's a lot of work. It's ministry in itself.
Yep.
It's a space where God has given you and your partner to break generational curses, to bring up healthy generation. So that's not something you run to. You have to prepare for it. So I'm usually a bit, I get almost upset when people keep pushing women, get married, get married,
Yeah.
get married.
When are you getting
She's
married?
the one who is getting to it. So if she does not know what that is all about, she's going to become bitter, want to get out. So prepare well. Be complete by yourself. Nobody is out here to complete you.
Wow.
So take your time. Being single is not a disease. It's such a beautiful space to be in.
Now that's why you have to check While I Wait, guys.
Right.
So Faith,
Yeah.
the journey of becoming, like we see this incredible, because Faith, you're such a gem. And
Thank you.
I'm not saying this because I'm your friend. Even
Yeah.
if we were not friends, I would still admire like
Yeah.
so many aspects of you that are so beautiful.
Thank you.
One, if you ever want any plug, this girl, there's nothing she doesn't know. You know, Faith is those friends you fear to tell your dreams and ambition, because she will keep you accountable.
Yep.
You tell her, like, we had just had a very short conversation here, and she's like, I know people who go to that place. I don't want to preempt.
Yeah.
And it's almost like every time I'm telling you something,
Yeah.
like somehow you always either know someone who knows, you always like
Yeah.
ready to help.
Yeah.
And that's such a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Because even in my own business, like sometimes Faith will just tag me in random groups and people are just DMing me.
Yeah.
We got your contact from, you
Yeah.
know, and for me, I really think you're a girl's girl.
Thank
And I
you.
pray that you never lose that, because I
Amen.
also know with frustration sometimes
Yes.
you tend to become selfish, because when
Yeah.
you are this person
Yeah.
and people can take advantage of it, like at times it can make you feel like maybe
Absolutely.
this is too much, maybe
Yeah.
I don't want to be this person.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful, and
It
I
comes
pray
from a place. It comes from a place, and I can't wait for us to dive into that as well. So I'm
take us then.
excited.
Take us then. Take us back from like maybe a bit of your childhood, because I usually feel like the journeys of becoming, you cannot become when you are just an adult.
Yeah.
There's the upbringing, and I know how we were brought up really plays a big role on the people that we come to become in the future. Yeah, so maybe briefly, just to lay foundation, take us back. Where is faith coming from?
Oof.
Yes.
Oof. This is the very first time I'm sharing this, so thank you for the honor.
We are the ones who are honored.
Yeah.
And for me, I think I always say every episode, especially with my friends, it's always like a learning curve for me. Like I'm like taking notes. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
All
so
right.
take us back.
So this girl comes from a family of 5. I have 4 brothers. I don't have a blood sister.
Yeah.
I'm a 4th born out of 5. So we grew up in a small village somewhere called Kakuyuni in Kangundo. Between me and my next brother, there's a gap of 11 years. So my mom waited, and God blessed her with a baby girl. Then now we have our last born. We have a difference of 4 years, and there's a reason why I'm mentioning the 4 years. So I grew up to find a very strong woman by my side, my mother. Her name is Mary Wanchiko Nzomo. She's my life, that one. And my father was not around much. So I saw my mom literally take care of the 5 of us growing up. It was hard. It was hard. You know, one of the things I love about God is that we don't look like what we've been through. He covers you with his glory. And I have so many memories growing up of they have really shaped who I am today. And luck is not entirely a bad thing, if you ask me, because our life was surrounded by luck. I knew when I go to school, because many days I was home than school anyway, I knew when I come from school where to find my mom. So as young as 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I knew how to grind. You go to people's coffee farms, you know, you fill 1 bucket, you know that's gonna be 10 shillings, for example, and you have to help your mama. So we grew up knowing we've got to work hard. We've got to protect each other. When there's a meal or not, we still have to be there for each other as siblings. Missing a meal was the order of the day. We didn't even care anyway. My brother had to teach me some strategies to maneuver through school. For example, when you go to school and the teachers have to check your lunch boxes, if you have lunch, my brother had already given me a trick. Faith, what you do, put stones in your dish so that when the teacher just touches the dish, they can't tell there's no food inside. And when they check, go sit at the back of the class where no other pupil can see you, wait until lunch is done, and go back to class. So I knew that was a trick, like, okay. So every day was just another day to remember, hey, if we don't have each other, then no one got us. And I saw my mom, you see how we wear belts for beauty? Now as a grown-up, it's when I got to realize my mom had a belt every day so that the little she could make, she could forgo her meal so that the baby, whether me or my small brother, could have something for tomorrow. Because the tighter the belt, the lesser you'll be hungry. So that was our lives, you know, being mocked in the village, you know. And I remember like days, you know, December was huge. Christmas was huge. You're looking forward to having chapels and all that.
New outfits.
And I still remember how my cousins would come with their new outfits in the morning to show me, because I'm the girl. And they're like, where's your outfit? Like, why don't you have something new? Yet my mom would go get like the thrift clothes that we buy, resize them to my size, so that I can go and serve the Lord in church. And I look back and I'm like, the kind of a woman I am was highly shaped by those lessons that you can be content with this thrift dress and still serve the Lord. My mom pointed us to church. You know, I still remember her telling me some of the, you know, stories when I was a baby. Like my cousin would be holding me and then I'm crying and wailing because I'm hungry. And people are like, mbona huyu mtoto analia? And now I listen to her today and I'm like, Mama, I get it. It was hard for us growing up, but look at God. He does change our story. So I get to class 8. That was like the life, the entire, it was an everyday thing. Luck, you go to school, come home, there's a meal, thank God. There isn't, we keep going. walking to your neighbors to ask for food and they lock the doors behind you. But God got you. So I get to class 8 and as we're good with books, we are smart. My family is really smart. So, all this while, maybe I could say my dad, once in a while.
Yes.
I am done blaming him for not being there. And you see, our parents loved us the best way they knew how. Maybe they just didn't know better. And now that we are parents, God is giving us another chance to unlearn and to do better. Yep. Those Christmas, you wait at the gate waiting for your dad to show up from morning. I still remember there was a time my mom had to carry me from the gate because I fell asleep waiting. Because I know, today if dad comes, we have a meal, at least rice. Yeah. Or some stew, some bread, just something from the norm where you just take uji every day, So I just kept waiting and I get to class 8. I'm now a girl, like 12-year-old. I do well in my KCPE. I was so happy to get the marks I did. And I get a scholarship. Yani God has a way of just rewriting our stories. Yep. Just from nowhere. And he used a channel that I didn't anticipate. So I get a scholarship and I go to this beautiful school. Form 1, beautiful. And you see how parents visit during visiting days. Yeah. I always looked forward to that because my mom, she was actually telling me the other day, and it's far. So she would just come, we have a good time. I didn't care, like sometimes the food would be stale, like boiled maize, because that's what she could manage. But we had each other. Form 1 was beautiful, getting good grades. Form 2, the first term, I still remember, the deputy coming to my class. I was teaching my fellow pupils, like students, history. I'll never forget just because of how the day went. And she's like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, my name is so-and-so. You're such a good teacher. Maybe someday you'll make a good teacher. Anyway, I'm here for Faith Nzomo. I'm like, oh, that's me. It's like, oh, someone is waiting for you at the principal's office. I'm like, oh, could that be? I'm excited to be in this school. It's giving me lunch, breakfast, dinner. Come on now. I know. Like, you just want me to study? I'm going to give you the S's, Then it's my mom. And my mom is like, hey, you have to go get your box. We have to go because I can't manage to pay for your school fee arrears. I'm like, why do I have arrears? I thought somebody was paying my fee. And she's like, no, the person who was paying your school fees, there's someone who is taking that school fees and pocketing it instead of paying that fee for you. And that is the person who is supposed to protect you. And I felt like time wasn't moving anymore. It's like, why? Like, why? I'm happy here. So I clear. And I'm like, Mom, so what do we do? So she's like, hey, it's okay. We go find another school at home where you can just walk, go study, and come home. We can evaluate some of the schools. And V, carrying that box from that school, I felt like I was packing my future. Like, God, did it have to be 1 year? I thought this was a good start. Yeah. Like, why? Why does it have to be like this? So yeah, we go home. And I'm like, okay, so now we look for school. And I'm moved to a new school, an hour and a half walk from home, because that's the only school that was performing. So I'm like, I don't care about the distance. I will still go there. I'm still gonna hold on to that faith, and how God speaks to me. And you know it. Like God will show me things that can be scary, and I just kept having these dreams every other time. I don't take dreams for granted. That there's light. It's gonna be okay. Hold on to that hope that God is gonna change your story. And I knew that's how God communicated to me. All the same, I wasn't born again, V. I just knew God. I was religious. I remember how God spoke to me, because I said our last born and I, we have a difference of 4 years.
Yeah.
So I still remember when I was a baby and he was teething.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only imagine how old he was and how old I was.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom holding the baby and he's just throwing up, you know, having a diarrhea. Mm-hmm. And my mom does not have money for hospital. Mm-hmm. And I looked up and I told God, take whatever that is in him, mm-hmm. give it to me. Let me handle it, because I'm bigger. I didn't even know what that prayer was. Mm-hmm. And I immediately got the same symptoms and the baby was fine. Okay, then I went back to God. I'm like, that's painful. You need to take it away. Mm-hmm. Then my mom was like, what just happened to this baby? He's mm-hmm. fine, he's playing. I'm like, Mom, I'm sick. Mm-hmm. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, I told the man upstairs to give me that. Mm-hmm. Then God was like, I speak to babies too. Oh. And we were okay. Then I'm like, God exists, yo.
Wow.
So I knew when God tells me something, when he shows me something,
it will happen.
I'm going to take it seriously. So as I walked to that school every day, I even got depressed. I didn't even know what depression was. I didn't want to live anymore. You have to cross some rivers. You have to go through some hills just to get to school. Or you get to school and you're told you have a school balance and you have to walk again back home. And I was wondering, what is this, man? There was a time there was even rape cases on the road. Because it's far, I have to leave home at 4:35. So my mom is like, I'm going to take you. So I walk with you, we pass the river, and I let you continue when there is light. And it's last year that I realized my mom did this for me, and she was a woman. She was protecting me from people who are doing bad things to girls. And she was a woman. And that was my journey. Went through high school, finished, got a good grade, and now I'm asking God, ile light eko? Because now all of a sudden it looks dim. Like, okay, tumemaliza form 4. I've seen my brothers go through school, get good grades, but they didn't go to college. So what's gonna happen to me? So I'm, you know, now relatives begin to talk. You know, I remember one of my uncles telling my mom, it's about time you looked for her dad's trousers and you cut napkins from them because she's bringing you babies. And I'm like, people can be mean.
I know.
I'm like, that's not the life I want. I've seen my mom struggle. Why would I even do that? It's the time I also questioned a lot around, you know, religion. Like, why do I go to a church where if it's baptism, and I have nothing against that, we have to use a flag to baptize. But the word of God says 1, 2, 3. So I started questioning a lot. And I moved to a church where I felt, oh, this one aligns. You know, we believe in the Holy Spirit. You can actually get baptized and speak in tongues, for example. There's the infilling of the Holy Spirit. Your life needs to look this way. Faith looks like this. And at that time when I'm just 17, because I cleared Form 4 when I was around 17, again, something weird happened and I had to flee away from home. So I have to get a job at 17. Beautiful thing is, my mom's side, I have a beautiful auntie who took me like her own, but they gave me a job, which I was happy. I'm like, if it's my mom, vibarua zinaisha. You know, my mom doesn't have to keep going to people's farms, begging for jobs. Other times they couldn't give her a job because they're like, you're too skinny to do this. You can't lift a fork jembe. So what does that mean? She was hungry. So this job paid me 2,000 bob. I would wake up, clean the house, do the chores for the house, run their business for the day, come back, make dinner, clean the house again. So it's more like you being a nanny and you're also working. But I didn't mind that. I mean, with 2,000, I would tithe 200 bob. I would give like 1,500 to mom. I would use 300 bob from my, you know, for just the things I needed. And I kept asking God, ile dream, what was that about? Why did you show me that? At least I know you to keep your promises. You showed me I could go to college. You showed me an office. I was seated somewhere. You showed me my brothers getting some light. Like, what is that? So I remember one time coming from work and I'm like, it's easier to just go to this road, let a truck hit you, and you don't have to think about these things anymore. You don't have to. And I tried. That is mercy. I tried, and I'm like, okay, why has it not happened? The driver just stopped. I was like, I'm done. I'm so done, And that night, I went to the house. I didn't even talk to my auntie, and I still remember her telling me how she would talk to my mom that I'm changing because I'm not talking to anyone. I just wake up, do my work, and I'm just there.
Yeah.
And that night, God brought that dream again. Replica. Faith, specifically you are in Daystar University.
Whoa.
Like I had never stepped out of my village. I didn't even know where Daystar was. And I'm like, what is Daystar to begin with? So I'm like, okay, God, it didn't happen yesterday, so I'm gonna hold on, So then there was a camp, a youth camp, that's December 2010, no, 2009, yeah. I asked my uncle for permission. I'm like, hey, just allow me to go for this camp. Let me just go. Like, what's the worst that can happen? My uncle is like, yeah, take the week, go. I arrived on a Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we had a powerful man of God who is like a father to me. His name is Jim. I decided to go sit at the back. I was giving God an ultimatum. I'm like, by the way, if this doesn't happen for me or you do something about it, I'm giving you this week. Yeah. I'm going to do something that I know I won't be here. Then I sat way at the back and I still remember him preaching, and at some point he stopped and he walked all the way to the back where I was. You see, you look at your friends and you're like, there's no way he's coming to me. Then he's like, hey, come here. I'm like, me? He's like, yeah, you. Please come here. He held my hand and went all the way to the altar. And he told me to look him in the eye. I had never experienced the love of a father like that day. I opened my eyes and all I could see in his eyes was love. And I can't even remember what he said besides when God looks at you, he smiles. It is like he kept talking and talking and talking. And all this while, I'm feeling like burdens being lifted off my shoulders. I've never felt that light. And I felt like everything stopped. It's like when God looks at you, he smiles. In my mind, I'm like, what are you smiling at?
What's there to smile about?
What's there to smile
I'm
about?
struggling.
Unasahau nimekupia ultimate. I'm like, what's going on? And he told me to sing a song. And he was specific about the song. See, this is Shags. Nobody cares about English songs. Yes. He is white. He's an Israeli, actually. And he's like, I want you to sing this song. You are the Lord that healeth thee. You are the Lord, your healer. I'm like, it's song naijua, but the crowd does not know the song, and it was like, it's for you. And I held the mic and I sang it. I've never felt so loved. And I went back to my seat. The following day, he's looking for me. I'm like, what is this with this guy, though?
What does he want?
Then he asked me a very big question. He's like, Faith, what do you really want to do when you grow up? Like, I know you're 17 now. What do you want to do? Where do you see your life? Career, what do you want to do? And I'm like, why are you asking? It's like, hey, here's my email address. When you think about it, write to me. I'm going to go back to the United States, but when I receive your email, I will respond with the next directive. I'm like, All right. I didn't even know what an email was. Unatumaje email mse.
To the US.
I still remember his email offhand. I went to my uncle, I'm like, yo, tumepewa hii email, anataka kujua nataka kufanya nini na life yangu. Friday comes, hey, tell me about you. How is your family like? Where is your dad? Take me to your mom. Take me to your siblings. I'm like, why? You see, when you've been through pain, trust becomes a thing. You're like, I've been hurt way too many times. So I had put so many walls. It's like, I want to be in your life if you allow me. And I remember him crying. He's like, God is leading me to do this for you. The years of pain are over. And I'm like, what? So he met my mom. They talked, they loved each other. My brothers as well. He has not still met my dad. And we went and, started, I'm like, wait, Daystar. What is Daystar? So I'm asking my uncle, unajua kitu inaitwa Daystar? Like two places inaitwa Daystar. Then my uncle is like, wait. Hiyo ni university fulani kwa mahali na ni ya masonko. I'm like, hey, then that's not for me. But God showed me. My uncle is like, we're going to KU. I'm like, Kenyatta University, amazing, beautiful school. So they gave me a call letter to be a teacher, English literature. God in the dream is like, Daystar. I'm like, okay, I know you said it's not for me.
Yes.
But can you take me? I don't know where it is, but take me. I go to the gate, Daystar at the river, and the exact image I had, it was the same. But my uncle is reminding me, Faith, uku, it's not for the poor. And then he's like, what if this guy bounces? And then, because we were given the fee structure, and it was 170,000 for that particular semester. He's like, unajua hata tukiuza kwenu. You want to sell your land, it's not enough, so we need a plan B. I'm like, we have KU though, but let's write to him.
Yes.
You know how to send email, I don't. So you attach this to him, mention we went to these two schools. We are attaching both, let him make a decision. Plus I also don't think universities are for people like me. Because look at my brothers, they scored B pluses, they've never gone anywhere. Let's just try though. He responded same day. It's like, Faith, pack your bags, you're going to Daystar.
Whoa.
That was July. He wanted me to report immediately in August. I'm like, no way. These are robots. There is no way he responded to that. It's like, yeah, I'm writing to your registrar. I'm going to pay your school fees, and I'm going to send the person who is with you a few cash for you to go do some shopping and get ready for school.
Whoa.
I went to my mom. I'm like, the craziest thing just happened.
I'm going to Daystar.
I'm going to university. I didn't even want to say that. I'm like, Mom, me, I'm joining uni. Mom is like, really? I'm like, Mom, your days of suffering are over. Because me, I thought we go to the university and you start making money. As long as you step in, the story has changed. Funny bit, when I get to uni, the first day, man, if I was to show you that photo, oof. We go to the dining hall. I'm like, there's food like kina nani ukula hivi. This nalafu unaona mtu akuli chicken, ati akuli eggs. So I asked the person who was ahead of me, are we gonna pay for this food? Because me, I don't have that kind of money. Like, why do we have all this food? It's like, no, it's paid for.
Whoa.
And that's how God's blessings are like. Rest in them. It's your blessing. Sit on that table, V. Enjoy that blessing. And so that's how my early years were like.
Wow.
I can't believe I've shared that here.
What a story. I didn't even know such. I knew the dream about Daystar. I knew beats. But you see, these are things that as friends we never sit down to like, nipe history yako. You know.
I know. We don't even talk about it. We're just like, we are adults. So.
You know, let's pick it from where we have met. But wow. Like, I think even from your story, one thing that I'm picking is never even underestimate your children. You know, like most times, and especially in our mom's generation, there was a lot of like, when mtoto, what do you know?
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful to see. And I think this is a verse that has really been in my head, that the kingdom of God is such, it's for such as this that are like little children.
Yes.
You know, and I've been like, why little children? But it's that, children don't doubt. Children hold on to faith, like, oh, you said it, you're gonna do it.
We take God's word as it is.
You know,
doubt.
and it is so clear in your life, in your own journey, that you truly, like, he said it, he's gonna do it. I don't know how, and in as much as there was that bit of giving up, God still like was faithful.
Absolutely.
And I also love how genuine you are with him. Like you said this, when is he coming? Like, you know.
Hata ultimatum nakupea issue. Also, why am I not living this earth?
But you see how faithful God is, that he came through, like he changed your story. And it's just, like, I truly know this is for someone. And I think for me, even your heart posture in where you are not blaming your mother.
Nope.
You're not blaming your You are just like, I just have to give you the A's. I just have to do my part.
Do your part.
And I think that's the most part that most people don't.
Yeah.
You're stuck on what they said, what they did, what they did not even do. But how about your part? Are you playing your part?
Yeah.
And that comes out so strongly.
And that has made me who I am today, because when it comes to relying on people, having expectations, that is one thing I don't do. Because I'm like, Faith, you carry so much within you. Like when you came here, you are a whole package. You may come from the same mother, but you're totally different.
Yes.
So what is Faith supposed to do in this time of her life without blaming others? So I believe that, you know, when you blame people or wait on people to act right, you waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
That would otherwise be invested in seeking God's will on that issue, strategizing on it, and just getting it done.
Yeah.
Self-pity has never helped anyone.
Yeah.
There are things that I should have achieved when I was 20, but it took so long, maybe because I was just waiting on people to act right. Yet, it's God who said, V, hii ni yako.
Yeah.
Kimbia nayo.
Yeah. Wow.
So don't focus on what could have been, what might have been. Just keep pushing.
Wow. So many gems already to pick from your story. And now, I think now, from here now, we see your journey of becoming as an adult. So you go to Daystar. How was that first, beyond the food?
The food was amazing. You want to mnaribu chakula?
I know, and then that's the other thing. You see, when you have lacked, there are things you cannot take for granted. There are waste, even now in your life, that you'll never allow to waste because you already know how it feels to not have.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of these lessons, people will never pick them up, not unless you have really actually been in that state.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So how did Daystar go? And how did life turn out from now Daystar?
Yeah. So Daystar is not for the rich. Let me even start saying that. Uko tuko na concussions that, you know, you go meet your people because you have to. And again, I was just also going through, it's like some crisis because you're now trying to understand you as a new adult. You're not under your mother's roof anymore.
Yeah.
You have to make friendships. And me and trust, I'm like, where do we begin this thing of friendships, relationships?
Yes.
I actually knew I didn't want relationships. I had nothing to give. What love? This is mimi kijana wenyewe nitakufanyia nini? I can't. I didn't know. I didn't see healthy growing up. So there is so much that was closed. So me, I knew I'm going to focus on books. Utanipata library or serving the Lord in different ministries.
Yeah.
And I get to the first year. Amazing. Akid napia, the devil doesn't sleep.
He doesn't.
I get to my second year, my scholarship with Dad comes to an end because where he was making money, that also stopped for him. And he's like, baby girl, I'm not able to pay your fee as I hoped. Remember, we are paying what? A whole 100K plus every time. So I'm like, wait, when I was in high school, My
This
scholarship
happened as
came when I was
well.
in my Form 2. Why is this happening again when I'm in my second year? But Faith, no giving up. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this channel is done. But you're in my life. I've seen God use you to, get me where I am.
Yeah.
So I took time to just pray and fast. And I remember going to sit at Agape Library, which is now the library in Daystar. And God came again with a word for me. And he told me, Faith, I am your source. You've been looking at your dad as your source for way too long. A whole year of just knowing, hey, school fees is paid.
Yes.
I have pocket money. Mommy is okay because I would use my pocket money to like share with my brothers as well. So now it's cut. I didn't know life away from being taken care of for that 1 year. And God is like, I am your source.
Wow.
And I have so many channels around me, including yourself. I'm like, first of all, make it make sense. How me? I'm my own channel. What do you mean, God? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, again, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to that word. I left. I'll take you to this time you've not been there before. Huko ni milima, so unateremka stairs all the way down to the registrar's office. I'm like, yo, God is going to make a way for me. The registrar is like, Faith, hauna do. What we do, number one, leave the hostel you are in. I'm like, nitalala wapi? Where am I going to sleep? It's like that. There are students who live off campus who've never been. I'm like, no, because they say off campus is for bad people.
Yeah, naughty.
So I've been so shielded. It's like, it's about time you stepped out. Go see what's out there.
People.
Because people go there and they do their own stuff, Shielded and naivety. So I'm like, okay. And then it's like, yeah, figure it out. There are two ways to it. You go home, skive the semesters until money begins to come in. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not. From the pocket he had given me, I had 3,500. So I stepped out. I carried my clothes. Packing was hard. I'm like, Ninenda. So I called one of my friends we serve with. I'm like, yo, I'm leaving Patience Hostel. I need to find a place to lay my head for the night. Where do people stay in off campus? Like, kuja tukuangalilie hostel yetu kama kuna space. Uko na 7,000. I'm like, sina, niko na 3,500. It's like, okay, uku rent is 3,500, but you have to do a deposit. Tutatoa wapi? I'm like, me, I don't know. So we go. I speak to the caretaker. They allowed me. They're like, okay, 3,500 right now, but end of the month, you get the 3,500. I don't have a mattress. I don't have something to cook. I used my own clothes as a mattress for so long. No one could ever tell. You see how sleeping on your clothes, that thing is uncomfortable, man. So you just lay your clothes down, you sleep, you go to class. Yenye ujalipia ukipatikana, it's a problem. And I'm telling God, you said, you are my source.
Channels.
Channels, mingi, I'm one of them. What did you mean? So now we're in class and people are discussing projects. My typing speed is crazy. God is like, open your hands. What do you have? I'm like, I type fast. At least that's all I know. It's like, yeah, in that little thing you are looking down on, I can help you. Wow. So I'm like, help me how? So Dad had gotten me a laptop. So I loved research. So I'm like, okay, let's get online. What's in here? What are some of the solutions that I can do? I can write papers. I can do na. I could do 20-pager proposal in 3 hours. What? And a page could be like 300 shillings. I'm like, wait, what? I started working. Whoa. I started doing proposals, doing research for people, making the money. Where's the money going to my account? Then I'm like, okay, Monday to Thursday I have class. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm doing nothing. So let me find another job. I sing. I'm good with organization. So the church I was singing, I'm like, nipe ni job. I can be your secretary. I can arrange your files. I can arrange your meetings. They're like, of course. How much? This X amount of money. I'm like, okay, second job is in. At night, what am I doing? Writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. Editing and editing and editing. By the time I'm coming to do my exams, I had raised my school fees. But now I don't have to worry about paying for a hostel, paying for food in school. Yeah. So you eat when you eat, and life moves on. And that's how my life was until I cleared campus. I have never skived a semester. I was a bookwormer. People would think I'm in the library studying for me. I'm just doing work. And then I'm like, extra hours. I spoke to Reverend Musiemi. I'm like, I need a work study. I want to work for the campus. Nitafutie kakitu. It's like, wait, there's something we call work study. You have to give 40 hours. I'm like, where do I get 40 hours? And you can work in the library, you can work in my office, you can work, I had like 4 jobs in one. I'm working for Daystar under work study. I have my research job, I have the church job, and I still have studies. So where do we get time for relationships?
Nowhere. We have no time.
We have no time.
Here
we have no time. We want to get this degree.
Whoa.
And I still managed to get my first class.
What?
So that's how life was. Life was hard. I got like a mattress at some point. And by the time I was in my 4th year, I had like a decent room, you know. So me, I've grown to know how to grind.
Whoa.
There's nothing that has been handed to me freely. Like, hey, we are the foundation we are building for our own children. Like no one, when I realized no one is coming to save me, I knew I have to do it.
Wow.
And I have to create opportunities for other people to do it as well. I had shared a funny story where I didn't pay rent and then the caretaker locked my door when I'm inside. I'm like, it's good you've locked it when I'm inside because
I can sleep and work. Plus
it's okay, it's okay.
Work.
I'm inside, you know.
Whoa.
And the people we are struggling with, we had like a group of, hey, us we struggle. So if you have dinner, I remember you're sharing with the rest of us. Me, if tomorrow I have food, you know I'm bringing it your way. So that was, I look at it and I'm like, what?
Wow.
I managed.
Wow.
And then I graduate. And now the people who would have stood in the gap for you and helped are the ones now are saying, oh, paying school fees to Daystar was so hard. I'm like, huh? Was? When? You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know how painful it can be. Like, you hold a fundraiser to raise part of your school fees. And your person, like and I'm not blaming my dad for this at all. You know, you can't give an X amount of money for, you know, for people to see I'm supporting my child. And immediately after the fundraiser, it will tell you to give me back my X amount of money. What? If it was not for God healing my heart, it would be so hard.
Whoa.
So that's how I gave up knowing anyone was meant to help me in life. I know I should be open to it. That's why you guys as my friends struggle with. Why can't you delegate? You can't do everything, Faith. You can't always be the strong one.
Yes.
But there are people like us who have learned the only way is to be strong.
Oh.
We don't know how to be anything else.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Me, you know, I thought you were sponsored throughout the campus. So this is news.
Jesus.
This is news to me, guys. But it will make sense why you are like this. Because, you see, I think God knows, you know him, he knows the ending before the beginning.
Yeah.
And there are things that can happen in our lives that can just, you see now for you, this was foreign to you, like being taken care of, having everything that you need. And somehow, without knowing, that can be something you get used to.
Exactly.
And mostly God saw this one, she might get very comfortable. I still need her to know that I can also bless her. Like you don't have to be dependent on people to like fund you, to like do everything for you. And I know sometimes it's not easy. I don't think God's way of raising us is the easy way out.
Nope.
But it's the worthwhile. It's worthwhile at the end of it all when you can look back. And when you're going through it, you don't see it.
Nope.
It's like, why me? Why do I have to struggle?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? You know. But right now, seeing the faith that you are, like I think that had to be happen. It had to happen. You know. Yeah. Because like, you know, even kitu kama the thing that shocks me with you, you have a nanny. But every weekend, the one that used to make me angry. Actually, you have a nanny, but you have to make dinner every day. I never used to understand that thing. I never said anything, but I was just like,
you're not the only one.
You love to suffer.
I know. You're not the only one. You know, all of you complain about.
You have a nanny, but every weekend you have to do your chores for yourself. I never used to, but now I see.
You see why?
What else would we expect?
And you're also wondering, like, come
what
on
else
now.
would we expect?
Yeah, I'm just used to it.
Whoa.
I know I have a lot of unlearning to do when it comes to that, but I'm like, but that's all I know to do.
But I think you're doing better now.
I am.
Especially since now you got like a trained
Yes,
nanny.
yes,
Because I think that's also like something.
Yeah, I do.
Wow. So here we are. We have seen your journey from childhood. We have seen you do campus, graduate with first honors, guys. I hope mlisikia hapo. And it's such inspiring to hear, because I feel most of us, we love to give excuses. Like, I'm not this because there's always like a but. But it's such inspiring to see that you didn't take excuses, even when you were 100% like entitled to taking excuses and to saying like, I'm not gonna do it because, like, but you still found a way, and that's a beautiful thing. But I also, I think, admire how from a young age you'd hear God's voice, because I think sometimes people give up because you how ski God. So do you what you're supposed to be doing? You don't know what has been spoken over your life. You know nothing. And so I feel like it's also like very encouraging that above everything else, let's desire to hear God. Let's desire to walk this life with God. Because imagine, it makes the whole difference. It makes the whole difference. Because if you were just walking in your own understanding, trust you me, I don't think we would see this faith.
We wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and it's your testimony, it's so encouraging. You, so here we are, we finish campus. Do we continue doing a million things? This girl, she's doing a million things and still studying. Oh Lord.
So now,
what changes after campus?
Now, I finished campus and I had the mentality that just because you got good grades, there's a job waiting for you. And no, that wasn't the case. But in my mind, I'm like, if the job comes or not, I'll still find other things to do somehow. There's no space for pity. You know, there are people are waiting on you, like my small brother, my mom, that I have to take care of. So, job ikuje, bana, we were conned in this town. Ati kujeni sijui which room, you'll start earning sijui how much,
20,000.
Hey, I attended twice. Until the director of that company died in the process, and we had to contribute for the funeral.
Oh Lord!
I'm like, I thought you guys were giving us jobs, you know, but it was just coming. And I'm like, no, go back to the roots. Like, you know what works, you know what is legit. And now also we are faced with, now you can date. You are old enough to date. And you see there are those wounds and further wounds that you've been carrying for years. And you know, and I think we even, just to cut you short, which I would want you to touch on, we had an episode the other day with a lady who had dad wounds. And you see, they say most girls will either marry their dad or totally be like, I never want a man like my father. Maybe you can touch a bit on when it came to dating. Was you not having your dad a factor in the kind of man you wanted to have? And were you attracted to someone like your dad or away from your dad? Because for me, I think that episode with Clara, if you haven't watched it, please check it out. It really opened my mind up to like people, especially people with dad, you know, these things. You think right now, there's someone going through exactly what you're going through, or someone who has gone through it but they have not healed. And so for us, when I think about healed woman healing others, like I even see like your story now, right now, like healing someone who has now, for you it wasn't about blaming others, but there's someone who has gone through your life but they're still like stuck there on what they didn't do, what they did, and what they could have done, you know, and they're just stuck. And so for me, I feel like your own journey and your own testimony, it's like a healing testimony to that person. To be, by the way, imagine there's a different way of viewing it. There's a different way of doing it. So maybe as you even take us to your relationship journey, like what was some of the things that you looked up to? I would start by just saying that knowing God for who He is really helped me deal with that, because God kept affirming me, and that is just going to the Word, that He's my ultimate Father. And the scripture that kept carrying me is like, if our earthly fathers, they give their children what they want, well, except mine at the time, how about our Heavenly Father? So I wanted to know that character of God as a father. And I had friends. For some reason, you want to keep friends who have gone through the same thing around you. I would hear how they would say, me, when I want to get married, I want to get married to someone who's older. And I would ask, I'm very curious. So I would ask them, why older though?
Yeah.
Because you are young. It's like, because they can be my husband and my father at the same time. And personally, something in me, I would just go back to God. I'm like, by the way, what do you think of this? How I pray is ridiculous. We have stories with God. I'm like, what do you think of what she said? Is that right though? Then I don't think I want to go for someone who is older. Also, I didn't have the desire to ever get married. Because I was like, it's easier when you're single forever instead of landing into hands of someone who will take you through what I have seen that happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be my mom in so many ways. Like, if there is one dream I have, is meeting my mom before pain changed her. She's an incredible, strong woman, kind, forgiving, full of love. I'm like, if this is who you are now, after everything you've been through, how are you as a girl? Like, before pain changed you. And I kept telling God, Then God told me, you need therapy. Not therapy where you go to talk to someone. Therapy with me. So I packed my bags for 2 good weeks. We had saved. I knew how to grind. I had some money somewhere. I left all my gadgets. I had a ticket of where I was going. I knew where I was going. So I left all my gadgets. I just carried my notebook. And I went sat with strangers. Me and God for 2 weeks. So the first step that God gave me is write down apology letters from your dad. Because those apologies may never come. And we wrote, Kitabu ikaisha. And then God was like, just write, dear daughter. I am sorry that When I finished writing those apology letters, I tore them na nikazichoma. That was chapter 1. It's like you're also carrying a lot of bitterness from male figures around your home that you think should have protected you. I still remember when I was in class 2, a 7-year-old, an uncle of mine was a drunkard, and I've never told my mom this, and it's so hard even talking about it today. Mom ndo amepata mahindi za kusiaga. That's why I didn't even like going to the posho mill, and I've never told her why. Till today, I think maybe one day someone might tell her about this video. So it's around 6 p.m. and mom is like, kimbia kwa posho mill. We need this unga. We need food. And an uncle of mine, drunk as crazy, sees me walking home, and he starts running after me, talking about how he is going to rape me. And I am trying to run as hard as I can. If it were not for these women who sell mbogas on their way home, helping me and snatching me from him, I don't know what could have happened. So God took me to that day. It's like, write an apology letter about this scenario. This and this did this to you, write those apology letters. Someone who is watching this and you've been waiting for these apologies for long, they may never come. So will you stay in that pain just because they never said, I'm sorry? Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. You deserve peace. You deserve to walk in these streets with some confidence. They said you'll never make it in life. It's not about proving them wrong. It's doing it for you because you got it in you. And God told me that's where true healing begins. Say it to yourself that I am strong. I am not what they said I am. Then write all those words that they said against you and declare. Look for scriptures that say something different about that. They said you are the tail. No, my child. I say you are the head. So it took me to Ephesians. So who am I then? Because I don't know me. All I've known is pain. All I've known is neglect, rejection. That has been my life. So God, you're trying to tell me I'm someone different. So who am I? I am loved. I am redeemed. I am 1, 2, 3. And I took a new notebook.
Wow.
I'm like, Faith Nzomo is. And I wrote who I am down.
Wow.
And he took me to the beach just to sit and listen. And that is why I love to meditate. Just sit in the silence and listen to the Holy Spirit. What are you telling me today? And God started just whispering words that you are this, you are loved, you are mine. Nothing will ever snatch you from me. I'm with you everywhere you go. I got your future secured. You just need to open your eyes and see it. It's huge. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening to me?
Yeah.
He took 2 weeks to work on me.
Wow.
It didn't mean everything was okay. It just meant that he worked on my mindset. He worked on my spirit.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I knew what I didn't want in a relationship. And he told me, this union or relationship you're looking at is not your mother's. Faith has her own life. And with me, we can create it. So stop saying marriage does not work. Stop saying you don't want it. Because I created it. And everything I created is beautiful.
Good, yeah. Yep.
And a marriage is an institution where you have an opportunity to bring up a generation that knows me. You will have an opportunity to introduce your children to me, and they're safe there. And I was like, wait, I've never seen marriage like that. So you mean I'm going to be a mom? I don't want to be, I wanted to be child-free. I'm like, I would never want another child to go through what I went through. Or I don't want to bleed on them. Then God is like, who said you're going to bleed on them? You're going to stay with me. I'm going to teach you. I'm like, but God, I don't know how to be a wife.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, okay, I'm going to take you to my word. This is what a wife looks like, and you got that in you. I'm like, what is submission then? He taught me. And slowly by slowly, I started now to speak up.
Wow. I'm
like, okay, God, this is what I don't want in a man. But this is what I want in a man.
Yeah.
And one of my mentors, Mary Mulati, I remember her telling me, Faith, there is a man somewhere who is praying constantly to God to lead him to you. I'm like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, because you are that special. I'm like, I hope he's not like my dad. It's like, no, he's not. He's gonna love you.
Yeah.
I'm like, as long as he loves my kids, I'm happy. And Mary's like, even you matter.
Wow.
I broke several hearts, V, because I'm like, the moment someone says something I would hear from, I'm like, no, me, I'm done. I would run before you do. So I took a long break without trying relationships again. And that's when now I met Mr. Kiteki.
Yes, Mr. Kiteki.
Yeah. Incredible man.
Yeah.
So at the time I was interning with a certain media station. I just used to go there, help out. We started a show. My name is somewhere on Saturdays. And now I'm getting all these friend requests.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to follow more people. And also it's hard being on the limelight. That was just me. So one day I'm just scrolling from people who send friend requests, Kitambo, even before. I can tell you for sure there was nothing special about his profile though. But something in me is like, just block one person that you do not know, accept another one you don't know. But I'm like, why him though? And I accept his friend request. That was Facebook. And that was around September, that time. October, November, he sent a message like, hi, how are you? I'm like, good. Then he's like, okay, conversations went on, and at some point we exchanged contacts, and now this was December, and it was his birthday when we exchanged contacts. It's like, oh, by the way, I saw, that's me, I saw on your profile that today is your birthday. He's like, yeah. I'm like, can I call you and sing for you happy birthday?
Yes. A musician.
I sang for him happy birthday. And he's like, that's the most special thing someone has ever done for me. And then I'm like, okay, now we should meet. So he's like, I would love to meet you by the... I'm like, I'm in Nairobi, naisha hapo moja, so coming to CBD is not a problem. Where are you? His county is away. So I'm like, the day you'll come, honestly, I don't mind meeting you. I'm like, Faith, meet a stranger. Someone I met on Facebook, what is going on with me though? My girlfriends are like, that's too low. Way low. You can't meet someone online and now you're meeting them. I'm like, I'll meet them in a very open space. In case anything happens, I can run.
I love it. The determination.
I met him. No one was looking for a relationship, by the way. Not him, not me. I'm like, oh, we could make good friends, Bana. We were friends for a while. Whenever you could come in Nairobi, I would meet him, helping with shopping, because he had like some shops somewhere, biashara. And one day, God just spoke. And he asked me a question. What do you think of my son? I'm like, who? It's like, first of all, I'm like, he has had a very perfect childhood, Bana. You know, parents together, being loved on. Me, I'm going to just take everything from, like, what do I have to offer? God is like, you're complete as you are. You're worth of love. I'm like, cool, you talk to him. Kiteki has never asked me to be his girlfriend. It was like, what do you think about being my wife? I'm like, me, wife. You know, the doubt in your mind, you're like, God, you play too much, you play too. But I've never felt safe with anyone else.
Wow.
And that peace that just surpasses human understanding. And I'm like, God, uko sure, and I fit what I want. Because me, I want someone who's present for my children should they come. I honestly want someone who sees me, who doesn't judge me because of my past. You know, out here that they say, don't marry women who have daddy wounds. What if I bleed on him? Because I also don't think I'm 100% there. And we did our wedding in 2016, December 3rd.
Wow.
I walked down the aisle and I said I do to him. Yeah.
Wow. Such a beautiful story. Yeah. And now it's 9 years after.
Can you imagine?
Who is God?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And he has been an
are.
amazing. I think one of the beautiful things that you have ever shared is how, I think it was your birthday. And you shared,
when I was pregnant with Farrell.
Yeah, and you shared how he found you in ministry and he told you he never wants you to change, and ever since he has taken care of the babies. And for me, I think that it was like beautiful, because I don't think you guys talk about enough about your relationship.
We don't.
That
he doesn't
was
like the camera.
But
let me tell you, V, you are never too much. What you ask for from God is not too much. Because every day he reminds me through him that the prayer I did many, many years ago in my brokenness, he had it. And he gave me even much more
than you could even ask.
Sometimes I'm jealous that he loves my sons like that. He takes care of those children. I'm like, mtu akiingia kwa hii nyumba, baby, sasa fikiria nimekukalia. And he's like, me? You know how built he is. Like, he's huge. Why would someone like you kalia? You know, we just make a joke. But that man has loved the ugly me, the pretty me, the confused me, the me who sometimes pop, and I have self-doubt. He's loved it all. My babies have the most, oh gosh, now I'm gonna cry.
Oh, please.
My babies have experienced what I never had. Philani's confidence at 5 is over the roof because he knows he has a present dad. When he's walking out there playing with kids, you can tell that's a confident kid. And every day he will remind me, especially when I'm scared, what if I do something wrong as a mother? What if? And he's like, no, you're the most incredible mother ever. You've carried resilience, patience. You work so hard. They see that. And I would say God has restored, man. Marriage works.
It does.
Marriage works. And there's something Rhoda says that is so incredible. Even when yours doesn't work, it still works. The short 9 years experience I have, I've seen God heed to his word. That even in the hardest of hurdles, maybe one day we'll even come with him and you can host us on something totally different.
Yes, sir.
You're always having these ideas. We've seen him work through thick and thin.
Wow.
And I'm now 9 years in realizing, Faith, it's okay to now talk about these things. You are talking to someone who could be in a space that you were many, many years ago. And I'm not my pain. I am not what I've been through. I am so much more.
Yep.
And God is giving me another chance to raise people, two incredible men who will know how to be a husband one day and what to look out for in a woman.
Yeah.
Because they can see that in us. And that goes out to everybody who ever want to be a parent. Just because it didn't work out for your parents as you hoped. That pain is real. What you feel sometimes is real. No one should take that away from you.
Yes.
But let that not stop you from going for what God has for you.
Wow.
It is a good life.
Wow.
We deserve a good life. You deserve to go home to someone who is head over heels about you. And you the same. Marriage is not a scam.
Yeah.
Love is not a scam. Love is good.
Yeah.
So don't be scared to also give it. Just because you're like, but it's always been met with rejection. No. Do it. Love them. Give them your whole.
Wow.
And this God in heaven, He's not a con. He's going to give you so much more.
Wow.
So that's what makes this woman who she is.
I feel like even umetupea hadi parting shot. You have even addressed all the all the people out there.
Yeah.
But it's just such a beautiful, and for me, I think even as you're speaking, Jeremiah 29:11 comes to play that, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. And He says it's a good plan one. People need to understand that. Like, God is good. It doesn't matter your circumstances. He's good. His plan for you is good. And it will never stop being good. But last week in a prayer meeting I had, a guy shared and said, but people don't see verse 13. Verse 13 says, therefore seek.
Yep.
And when you seek Him, you will find Him.
Yeah.
And so, when Matthew 6:33 says that seek first the kingdom and His righteousness, and all these other things shall be added. This is marriage, this is children, this is career, this is all these other things. Yeah. But you see, God is not a God who left us to figure it out by our own. He has given us the manual, and the manual it's in the seeking. And so for your journey, whether knowingly or unknowingly, we see a lot of seeking.
Yeah.
We see a lot of going to manufacturer and asking him, if you say that marriage is something, is it really for me? And you know, most of us miss it on that. Yeah. Where we want, and we can even entertain the thought that actually this God could have a plan to give me a hope and a future. And this, we already know it's a good plan. Yeah. But it's in the seeking that you actually get to live out that plan. Exactly. And for me, I feel like your journey just summarizes that as that. Yeah. Like, yes, the plan is there, but then what are you doing about it? The detoxing, the therapy with Him, all this, and not stopping there. Yeah. Like, you are constantly seeking and asking Him questions and letting Him guide you. Exactly. Like, it's just such a beautiful thing to watch.
He is so special. Like, I call him Dad. Like, I do drives along Thika Road. There was a time one of the cars just popped, and I was going for practice in church, and I was playing this song that says, vyote nilivyo navyo ulivyonipea umenipendelea uhai huu na it goes. And then God just asked me, that time I was just feeling lonely in the name of, I would want to just have that conversation with my dad, like how I see people hang out with their fathers, good time. And then God asked me a question, do you look like a child who has not been fathered well? Have you ever cried with tears in your eyes and you have to focus on the road? I'm like, you know what, God? No, not really. I don't look like a child who has not been fathered well. It's like, then just enjoy the song and go for practice. You're fathered so well. That hit me. And I'm like, you see the things we worry about? We just need to listen to what He has about that situation, because He has a word for it. The thing that clouds our mind that we can't hear God is the things we keep looking at, the things we keep allowing to hear, the places we go, the things we touch. Pause. Ask God, so you want me to go to point A from here? Why? And He will give you so many details. that you'll never walk in darkness. He is light. He will shed light about it. And that goes. Imagine if I called a friend to start ranting. So this is how I'm feeling today. He will take me back to things that I had already healed from and remind me why my feelings need to be felt longer. But God is like, I've been here. You don't even look like someone who hasn't been fathered well. And I laughed about it and I was like, yeah, God.
You have fathered me well.
Let me just go serve you, you know. Let me just go do it.
And you know, that's the beauty. And I feel like, and especially in our generation, we have to put in more effort.
Thank you.
And especially when it comes to hearing God, because the social media is too loud. The world is too loud. Our friends are too loud.
Thank
you know.
Too loud.
But we have to get to a point where the word of God is final. We need to quiet our minds. For me, even now, it's something I'm still struggling with. Because you know, even sometimes you go to quiet your mind and you want to hear God, but the thoughts you just like having in your mind, like truly that's not God speaking.
Exactly.
You know. But I think it's an art. It's when you know that I'm working towards this, then you give it more effort. And the more you practice, the more you learn to quiet your mind, eventually you get somewhere. Because even it's like everything, whether it's marriage, whether it's being a mom, nobody, like we never knew how to be mothers, we never knew how to be wives, we have never known even our career, the paths we took, we never thought we would be the people we are. But it has taken time to practice. And people need to know that you need to give God time for you to grow in that relationship. Just like when you meet your friend or your husband or whoever in relationship, there's a growing that happens in spending time with them. People feel like, oh, it's so nice, she has God so much. And that's like already a dismissal for them that maybe I can never be faith hearing God to that extent. But people need to know you'll never hear someone you are not willing to listen to, that you're not creating time to listen to. You know, and I love that in your life, like even now as a mother, as a wife, you still create time to hear God. And also for me, I think from this episode, for me, I feel I didn't know we are gonna shoot today, but I feel like this is also God speaking to me in so many ways. Because you see, our earthly father has the potential to kinda affect our view and our relationship with our heavenly father. But healing now allows you to give God a clean slate of, you are not my father.
Ultimate.
You know, and then now you can learn him as a good father from a clean slate where you're not affected by what you have seen your father do or not do. And so healing, it's not just for the other people or for the people even like your husband, your children, it's and all this. Healing is first for you, so that you can be at that point with God where he can show you the way he sees you. Because again, I love what you have said, that I'm not my experiences, I'm not the things that I have gone through. And most people don't realize that. Most people carry everything that has ever happened, and it's just like, I don't even know who I am, because there's just so many voices that define you. But you see, there has to be healing, there has to be forgiving, there has to be letting go for you to truly come in terms and meet the person that God intended for you to be. And I really am encouraged.
Thank you.
So Faith, again, you're not all these titles and all these things, but can you encourage someone, like you thrive so much in your career, like you're so good at your work.
Thank you.
Sometimes I don't know how truly you do it, but able to ask now, because we see this person, are you still doing the 5 jobs from day start? Maybe because I feel like it's more wholesome when you also share, because I think you really thrive in your career, and then you're going to combine it with your parting shot.
Great.
Because na feel tushaweka out, now we can go on and
as
on.
we can talk. I will just start by saying that the past has nothing new to say, and when you realize that you have the now to focus on, there's one big prayer I make every morning. I tell God, this heart is very deceitful, so I want you to fill my heart with your desires. These are my plans, but are they your plan for me? Because only you carry the plan for me. So I pray and tell God, as a woman this morning, I just want to cross-check with you. These are the things I want to do today. Is your fingerprint on them? Or is there a different plan that you have for me? And on that, can you fill my heart today with your desires only? Because my own, my heart will lie to me. I look at someone and I'm like, I don't like how they've dressed today, and for some reason I just have attitude. I'm a woman, my hormones are everywhere. But God, what do you say about the people that they're hard to work with? What are you saying about this task that feels like? What are you saying about my career today? Are there platforms you want me to cross-check? Can you show me? Are there women you want me to connect with? And I remember we were having this conversation with a colleague of mine the other day and one of my clients. And that morning we held hands and we prayed on it, and we were like, God, today this prayer is corporate. Give us the desires of our heart. Feel that in us, that we know it is you and you has laid that on us. It took 2 days. I came in with an incredible idea, and I remember sharing it with the Rev just to pray on it. And it's like, you're always creating ideas. I'm like, no, I'm not. They just come. And then when an idea comes, you don't stop there. You see how God used to tell his people, write it down. There is a beautiful notebook you gave me. And I told God, whatever you're giving me, download in my head, I want to put it here. He gave me the name of what I'm going to do, how to go about it, coming up with a proposal on it. And I'm like, I didn't have this 2 days ago. Yet we were here talking as though it's just a normal day. So I'll give up doing what you think you know best. Hand it over back to the one who gave you that, and allow him to refine it for you. That is the only way I get to do what I do today. It's the only way we can have impact, by taking it back to him. This brain is not mine, it's his. This body ain't mine, it's his. So God, what do you want me to do with this? Is it even yours? And if it is yours, tell me where to begin. He could send you to someone to talk to. Stop hiding behind your personality. If there's someone you need to talk to, go to them. Stop deleting people's contacts on your phone just because they haven't talked to you in a month. You never know, you'll need that person in 5 years' time. Let's not allow emotions and feelings to dictate the decisions of our lives. Go back. God, what do you want me to do with this contact? Why do I feel how I feel? You'll realize it was just an hormone that day, that, oh, estrogen leo, estrogen imesema leo tunachukia yule. No, estrogen leo imesema. But what is God saying? So I feel like that's how I've managed. And in corporate, it's crazy. You just have to remember the golden rules: integrity, honesty, hard work, God above all. And don't be comfortable being in one spot. I mean, for me, I can't do the same thing over and over. There's a lot of knowledge out here, so many networks. Sounds easier than done, but we have 24 hours, all of us, every day, to know, to hear God, and to do what he needs you to do. It may sound weird, but no one is coming to save you. So you're gonna jitume. That idea may not make money right now, but the no's you get, even as you pitch whatever that is, you're closer to a yes. And you feel you wanna talk to someone, never betray yourself by saying, I'm too small. This idea is too little. What do you mean I talk to so-and-so? Who am I? You are a child of God, carrying solutions that people are waiting for. It takes one call for that call to go to the next, and someone will be, I know so-and-so, can you explore this contact? And you are amazing as you are. Don't wait for anyone's validation and affirmation to remind you of an incredible person you are. You are amazing just as you are. So every day when you wake up, you actually have in the morning till evening to remind yourself that. And the night to sleep. So a day at a time. In the morning, this is who I am. I'm going to rock the world. The one who lives in me is greater than the one who is in the world. Give me the desires of my heart today. Let me see what only you want me to see. Let my feet go where you need me to be. And with that knowledge, you'll be out for opportunities, looking out. God will look at, by the way, just go say hi. And I'll tell you what to say. And you just wait. So that's how I live my life.
Oh, God. I have nothing to add. Like, for real, I feel if I add, we are gonna start again. For real. And she needs to go back to work.
I'm going back to the office.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Mama. You know, that thing you have said, it's one thing that our mentor have really said to us, like, learn to live above your feelings.
Aki.
Because feelings will cost you so much.
You will spoil you.
They will cost you so much.
For you.
And today, for me, I think this episode was also for me. Aww. Because there's just so many things. Because that's how God works. God uses people to also talk to you. And so never be like, oh, iyo ni anani, ama iyo ni anani. Like, take what God is speaking to you. And for me, this has really spoken to me. One, I have gotten to know bits of your life that I didn't know. And now I think I even love you more. Because
Don't
again,
do that. We will start
God
crying.
is the only perfect lover for me. Like,
too.
genuinely. And I feel like I now kind of understand your journey more. So, like, I see you beyond even the things that I have been seeing you. And you are a strong woman. Faith, I'm telling you, you have a big heart. You really do. And I pray that the enemy never sabotages that which God has placed you in this world to do. Because imagine generations are waiting. Imagine, like, you're so good to your friends. Now I can imagine if those giftings were to be put out to the world, you know. And I pray that everyone that is supposed to experience you, they get to do that.
Amen.
They get to do that.
Amen.
And I pray that even for the ministry, the While I Wait, the music, like, God elevates you.
Amen.
And that he will use you to heal many, many, many souls. Because like the Bible says that the laborers are few, but we are the women who are called for the work now. And I pray that God positions us and help us to live even above our feelings, even in terms of ministry and helping others. But you're amazing. You're an amazing wife, an amazing mother. You're an amazing friend, an amazing daughter, because it's one thing to give your mom her flowers. And mom, if you ever get to see this, receive your flowers. But also it's so good to see how, you know, most people want to get away from home and forget where they come from. But it's so nice because I feel like everything you did was to change home.
Yes.
You know,
absolutely.
and that just shows how your heart is, you know. And I pray that this episode will reach each and every person that it's supposed to reach. And that God will use it to heal hearts. To heal hearts. Yes, because at the end of the day, it's about the souls. It's about God's children. And I'm so honored that you said yes. I'm so honored that you have made time in your busy schedule.
It's you. We have to make it work.
Like, thank you. I don't take it for granted. I really don't.
Thank you. And I love you too. I love you too. And I'm excited for the things that God is doing in your life. We cannot talk about that. But I love you so much.
She will host me on Real Vibes with the Man.
Very soon.
Yes.
There's a big project, so I can't wait to share that with you someday and possibly launch it. I can't wait.
I'm ready.
I love you so much.
I love you too, Mama. Oh, take your flowers.
Thank you for making me cry.
I love it. But this one, she just cries. She's a strong soldier, but she's a soft. She has a soft.
I've ever seen my tears. You're just one of those.
Now today, the world has seen your tears.
Thank you for having me.
But I'm so honored.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, what an episode. What an episode. I'm just so thankful because for me, I feel like God has been orchestrating this season. Like, I'm not even struggling. Like, the women that I've had to bring, they are all willing to be here. And that's such a good thing because I know how, like, looking for guests can be. But for me, I just feel like everything is orchestrated. And I pray that you may open your heart to hear that which God had purposed for Faith being in this episode for you to hear. And I pray that you will not dismiss the forgiving, the healing. I hope you will not just dismiss it just because you feel like you're not yet there. But I pray that you may open up your heart for Holy Spirit to do that which only Him can do in healing your heart, in helping you become and get out of that shell that the enemy has lied to you that you're this, and this. Faith said you're not your experiences, you're not your the things that happened to you, you're not that. I hope that you allow God to show you the way He sees you, because from His lens, it's such a beautiful story. It's such a beautiful story that is yet to unfold. Yes, so thank you so much. If you have watched up to this point, please don't forget to subscribe down below, like this video, share, and I just hope that that God just truly speaks to you through this. I just feel like it's such an wholesome episode, and I just can't wait to reach you. Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, remember we offer makeup and photography services. Check out our pages on Instagram, Eternal Concept and V Artistry. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we say it's this.
This is me, a child of God, confident, lover of life, a mom, a wife, minister of the word, a motivational speaker sometimes. This is me, Faith Kiteki.